I hate rabbits! Kids always tease me and call me a rabbit. A bear! I want a teddy bear for my birthday! And not a bear that looks like a rabbit! I want a cute teddy bear! I really hated rabbits when I was a kid. But Mom loved them. It was seriously weird. I mean, she named me Bunny for crying out loud. Enough of that. These records seem to indicate my parents were looking for something. Soldiers who aren't descendants don't usually—
What is it, Bunny? Do you have something to report?
Not exactly. I've been looking into some of the records and I noticed something unusual. Could I get access to other records related to this operation?
Unfortunately, the records of operations from that time are incomplete. Even if you can locate them, most of them are unreadable. But Nell is excellent at tracking down records. She'll be able to help you.
You don't have to flatter me, Alpha. I'll do my best to help you, Bunny. Most of the information we have about this operation is classified military intelligence with restricted access. Even Alpha and I can't get hold of it easily. However, I was able to identify the location of the operation zone. I've sent the coordinates to your receive. Again, this is classified military information, and it needs to stay that way. It has to remain confidential.
Unstable energy flow detected. Probability of fuse parts high. Volga is carrying fuse parts confirmed. High-level Volga is closing in. Request combat engagement. All generators disabled. Mission relay terminated.
It'll be fine for a while, all right? Sorry I wasn't able to help you at the excavation site. To be honest, I'm not sure if my functions, my skills, are at full capacity. It takes a huge amount of RK to maintain the Kuiper retroreflective active camouflage. It feels like my prosthesis and I are both slowly reaching our limits. But if the Ironheart is within our reach, I have to give it my all, even if it breaks me. The guide said that Ironheart particles are the fundamental clues we need to track it. They're kind of like footprints that the Ironheart leaves behind wherever it goes. I've compared the location of these footprints to the recon intel. We should find more conclusive data as we continue to follow the traces. I'll send the details of the zone you'll need to cover to your receive. The remaining zones will be covered by Colon operatives.
The Vulgus munitions factory. It truly is an ominous and horrifying place.
Can you feel that?
I can experience a variety of sensations through the archy of descendants, including the phantom pain you feel.
That's for me to deal with, Guide. Don't poke your nose in where it's not wanted. Once I've dealt with my personal target, then I'll ask you to remove the pain.
You refer to the Vulgus you were pursuing.
Tactical target achieved. Zone with substantial logistical activity discovered. A large volume of construction materials have been relocated from here to a suspect zone. At the same time, secret supplies have been transported from there back to here. This is definitely suspicious. I'll send it.
If it's new research, I'm listening. Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately. Oh, a special human child. What do you need? I'm not sure why, but I'm sensing Ironheart particles in the wastewater in this zone. Can you confirm?
I've taken over operation of the environmental data collector we've installed. When we retrieve it, we'll be able to check the environmental parameters without coming into contact with contaminated wastewater. Will there be enough data for you to perform an analysis, Guide? You know our equipment can't detect Ironheart traces.
Once I complete analysis of the composition of the wastewater, I should know why I can detect Ironheart particles.
Then we'd better retrieve the data quickly. It will only be available for a limited amount of time.
This wastewater is composed of Kuiper extracts and Vulgus electrolytes. The Ironheart particles are most likely bound between those two substances. That's why they were detected intact and not dispersed.
If we can find the source of that wastewater, we could trace them more accurately. I have a place in mind. HQ. While investigating traces of the Ironheart, we've discovered a zone in the factory area that looks to have been recently expanded. Considering the circumstances, I think it's highly likely that there's an Ironheart inside. Requesting approval for further investigation.
Approval granted, but proceed with extreme caution. A large assault ship has been spotted in the airspace above the area. Based on the ship's class, we think it's the same one that we saw Carell aboard. Either he's there in person, or something worthy of his attention is happening. We should be prepared for a challenging situation. We may need to deploy more descendants. Over and out.
Sharon, do we have any tactical weapons that are capable of destroying the entire Vulgus industrial area? If the Ironheart is here, we may be able to investigate after destroying the enemy's facilities.
It's an interesting idea, Guide. But if it were possible, we would have already done it. Unfortunately, we don't have the capabilities to create such a powerful weapon. The anti-air gun in the Albion mountain range is probably our heaviest hitter. That's why the Descendants and the Ironheart are humanity's last hope. Closing the dimensional wall to isolate ingress from the Colossi and the Vulgus. That would be the ultimate tactical weapon. Anyway, we don't have time to chat. Let's head to the restricted zone.
Descendant, I can detect both Ironheart particles and its pulse in this zone. It keeps moving. If you and Sharon can widen the range of Arche, I can obtain more accurate information. Please help me. Also, my system has been more inconvenienced than I expected. I believe that once it was restored, I would be able to locate the Ironhearts wherever they may be in Ingress. However, it may be that my system has yet to be completely restored. As I was created for the Ironheart, I assumed my performance would not be this lackluster. In order to achieve my goal, our goal, my performance will need to improve.
Let's think about that later, if we make it out alive. If the Vulgus have a large assault ship, they'll soon be pouring into this place. Number 17 and I will operate in stealth mode. You stay sharp.
Descendant, I have found a suitable location for detecting Ironheart pulses. This is a large nuclear reactor, which is connected to this entire zone. By comparing the reactor's pulses with the Vulgus biosignal, I can detect pulses from a wide area. deactivated the nuclear reactor. But right up until it was deactivated, I could detect Ironheart pulses. I'll attempt to trace that location. Descendant, I have found a suitable location for detecting Ironheart pulses. This is a large nuclear reactor, which is connected to this entire zone. By comparing the reactor's pulses with the Vulgus biosignals, I can detect pulses from a wide area. Deactivated the nuclear reactor. But right up until it was deactivated, I could detect Ironheart pulses. I'll attempt to trace that location. Descendant, I have pinpointed the location where all of the Ironheart traces converge. It is hidden within the facility of the Legion of Immortality. I can detect a continuous Ironheart pulse and particles, as well as a small amount of energy from this place. And they seem to be moving. I recommend we investigate this place, Descendant. I'll need you to lend me your strength.
Sharon, I will stay behind and retrieve the cache of Vulgus experiment records. I'm sure they'll contain valuable information.
I'll enter the inner facility first. Join me when you're ready. Most of the main passageways are now either blocked or destroyed. It appears the enemy intends to destroy the entire facility. Air vents, drainage pipes, maintenance ducts. Use any available alternative means of escape that you can.
Sharon, I've restored some of the data from the Vulgus experiment records. According to these records, the facility you're in is the private laboratory of General Amon of the Legion of Immortality. As it was Ironheart traces which led us to this place, Corell and Amon might actually be there.
It won't be an easy fight if they are.
Sharon?
Awaiting your transmission.
The traces of the Ironheart detected here. They're... never mind. I will let you know after I've performed further analysis.
Okay, Guide. They've synchronized the alarms with the nuclear reactor's self-destruct switch. What the hell are they thinking? They'd rather take everyone and everything with them than give up the Ironheart. I can modify the circuitry, find the alarms and destroy them. Disabled. Strange. I'm sure they wouldn't dare do something like that if Corell and Eamon were actually here. For now, we need to stabilize the deactivated reactor, turn on the coolers. I'll continue tracking the Ironheart traces.
All units transmitting critical operation details. From the restored Vulgus experiment records, I've reconstructed an audio recording that seems to have been made during the time of the experiments. Listen.
The Legion will become greater through the Ironheart. Rise, my warriors. If your lives fall, stand in the vanguard. I will stand in the vanguard of the Legion. Al-Zaruk submits to Lord Corell's command. The Ironheart will initiate the data reversion immediately.
It cannot be. Then these Ironheart traces are...
Al-Zaruk.
I see you found the experiment records. Seems I wasn't thorough enough with the cleanup. Yes, I am Al-Zaruk, Lord
So the Ironheart's already gone, then?
So this is why the traces felt displaced. Descendant, in order to increase the accuracy of our pursuit, we need to access all the data on Vulgus units who were transformed using the Ironheart. You must defeat Alzarok. Sharon, will you relay a detailed report of this to HQ?
Will do. I'll be on my way. Good hunting.
A body bonded with kyber molecules is truly impressive. Very nice, indeed. Even more of our soldiers will gain new bodies through the Ironheart soon. I'll have your lifeless body join us as well. Colonel. Colonel.
It is over, Descendant. But there is so much information that is hard to accept. This Alzarok is one thing, but Karel has ordered for the Ironheart to be inverted.
Karel, do you truly plan on inverting the Ironheart data? If you do that, we won't be able to decipher the unidentified guide code.
Enough. The Ironheart data must be inverted in order to destroy the dimensional wall. I don't have time to think about that. You understand my vision now, don't you?
Oh, of course. I am only thinking of our research.
I'm glad to hear that our objectives are aligned. Initiate the data inversion. Clipoth will engulf Ingress. The roars of the Vulgus will fill this land with fear.
Descendant, I have the results of the operation from Sharon. Alpha is tied up with an emergency meeting with the Magisters. I have been ordered to brief you on the follow-up operation. Please make your way to HQ. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Descendant, number 17 here. I'll be assisting you on this operation. Good luck. Enemy structure operational. Initiating full-scale blocking operation.
Hey,
High-level enemy identified. Designating as top priority target. Please eliminate. Multiple Vulgus forces detected. Recommend elimination of all their defensive forces.
Hound, this is HQ. Please report on the status of units to be deployed to the new Void Vessel. Target code VV072.
This is Inez of Hound. All personnel are currently deployed on other operations. Be advised that only one unit is available. Please confirm whether Descendant support has been greenlit. Operation cannot proceed without Descendant reinforcements. Over.
That is currently under discussion. The operation must proceed regardless, so please be ready on your end as soon as possible, Hound. Sorry to keep you waiting, Descendant. The situation is critical. Let me explain why you've been called in. An unidentified Void Vessel has been discovered in the Void Abyss. We have contacted Hound, the unit responsible for dealing with Void Vessels, but it seems they are short-handed. Apologies, you might not have heard of Void Vessels. Descendant, do you remember the wreckage of large ships floating in the Void Intercept battle location? Void Vessels is the name we have given to these wrecked ships and massive amounts of debris drifting in the void. Hound is a unit dedicated to searching Void Vessels. When a new Void Vessel appears, they are the first to move in, scouting for threats, securing the space, and exploring it. However, due to the physical demands of surviving in the void, they only have a few members. They have descendants in their ranks, but they are extremely few and far between, leaving the unit constantly short-handed. So it's not uncommon for them to request descendant support, but now is not a good time. As you may have noticed, the reason I called you here is to deploy you on this operation. Someone with experience and understanding of void space, as well as the capabilities to deal with any eventuality, Well, you are the only one who fits the bill right now. We need to explore this void vessel. It was found in the abyss, which we have not been able to survey until now. Go and see Inez and Keelan, the Hound Descendants. They will assist you. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
Hello.